A man walks into the bathroom and the next second appears on the street. Mike strikes a pose and quickly arrives in Gotham City. Suddenly, the ground in front of him collapses. After saving the truck driver, a handsome figure jumps down from a plane, heading to the scene. It turns out several thugs have appeared in Gotham City. They've stolen a biochemical weapon powerful enough to destroy the entire city. At this moment, they're racing through the streets with Batman in pursuit. The Flash only needs to stay in place to prevent any civilians near the hospital from getting hurt. This makes Mike somewhat dissatisfied. He rushed here on an empty stomach only to do such simple work. Just as he can't help but complain, the hospital's foundation suddenly fractures. The entire building begins to collapse, but the door to the newborn nursery on the top floor won't open. The children are instantly thrown into the air. In this critical moment, the Flash uses his power to head toward the rooftop, but his arm shows a message that his body's calorie level is too low. Just as a child is about to be cut by a surgical knife, the Flash rushes toward the food cabinet instead. He takes out the food inside and starts eating. Once his energy is sufficient, the Flash puts one child in a microwave, then arranges the remaining children in a straight line. Finally, he elegantly arranges the children in order and gently places them on hospital beds. Meanwhile, Batman follows the thugs to a bridge, but the bomb in the car prevents him from acting rashly. However, the criminals blow up a fuel tanker. Just when the thugs think they've shaken off their trouble, Batman suddenly appears in front of them. He quickly deals with the enemies on the car roof. Seeing the situation going badly, the driver simply jumps out of the car. The out-of-control vehicle crashes into the sea. In this critical moment, Batman shoots out a grappling hook, but the pulley gets stuck. The biochemical bomb in the car will explode immediately upon contact with water. At this critical moment, a golden lasso wraps around Batman. Just as Batman is about to thank the other person, he forgets about the rope in his hand.
I developed this all-powerful persona to compensate for my childhood trauma.
The lasso of truth. Never gets old.
I do better just give you my money. I really want to end crime, end poverty.
Oh, I know sex exists, I've just never experienced it.
She first steps her leg out of the prison cell, then slowly moves her body and successfully escapes from the cage. Her body is as flexible as a cat's. She jumps down from the high-rise building, then rolls in the air and finally lands smoothly. Just like that, Amy successfully breaks out of prison. She has a human body but possesses cat-like instincts. She can move freely through skyscrapers. Before becoming Catwoman, she was just an ordinary employee at the company, getting scolded by her boss every day. This day, Amy is painting at home when suddenly a cat jumps onto the window. Amy leans out to look and discovers the kitten is trapped up high. Without hesitation, she climbs out to rescue the kitten. When she steps onto the air conditioning unit, the AC bracket suddenly breaks. In this critical moment, Amy grabs onto the wall. Just then, a police officer passes by. He mistakenly thinks Amy is trying to commit suicide, so he patiently tries to talk her down. Then he quickly runs up the stairs and successfully rescues Amy. She explains that she wasn't trying to commit suicide but was trying to save the cat. Then she hurries off to the company. The police officer also follows her to return her wallet and apologize for his earlier rashness. He takes the opportunity to ask if she'd like to have coffee together tonight. Amy agrees. That evening, Amy goes to report the new proposal to her boss, but inadvertently discovers a shocking secret. The company's new face cream is addictive after use and can even cause facial disfigurement. Amy is so scared she keeps backing away, but this catches the attention of the bodyguards. Amy immediately turns around and runs. The bodyguards keep shooting at her, so Amy temporarily hides in the sewer. At this point, the bodyguards open the floodgate, and the massive water flow instantly sweeps Amy away. She loses consciousness in the sea. After the tide recedes, a cat climbs onto her cold body and then casts a spell on Amy. Amy's pupils immediately contract, and the next second she comes back to life. But the cat beside her has already left. At this moment, Amy feels her body changing. Her senses become extremely sharp. Then Amy returns downstairs and with just a light jump, she reaches the balcony. Looking at her disheveled self in the mirror, she directly smashes the mirror.